Hello, my gorgeous Capricorn. Welcome back to Fifi and Gigi's tarot readings. I hope you're all feeling absolutely amazing. Now, Capricorn, let me just scooch in my chair a little bit closer. We are going to jump straight in. Let's put the clarifying deck to the side. Let me clear the deck for you. Capricorn, for this week, I want to talk about a rather delicate subject. And I've noticed I've been receiving quite a few emails kind of with the same thread, not exactly the same, but the same theme, we could say. And Capricorn, this reading will be for those that have stopped talking to a particular person, right? We stopped talking to them, whether it was mutual or it was friendly, or in those circumstances, if we go to the other spectrum, if we stopped talking to each other because there was a massive falling out, or you know, someone hurt each other really, really bad and things didn't end on the right note, the question at the end of the day is, well, okay, we're not talking to each other, so is this connection truly over? Is this connection like just done and dusted? Are we to heal and move on, or is there hope yet? So let's explore this connection with this person. We're not talking to each other. Is this connection really and truly over? Also, Capricorn, there will be an optional extended reading. I haven't done extended readings in a while, but there will be an optional extended reading. Now, over at the extended reading, I will be using two different decks. They're lined up behind me, ready to use. And what's going to happen over at the extended reading? We're going to be focusing on your person. I do that quite a lot, but I really want to focus this time kind of like in your person's universe, their world right now, as to also more reasons as to perhaps why they're not talking to you, why they haven't come forward. And of course, if it shows that there is hope yet, we're going to be exploring your person's reasons, their thoughts, their feelings, anything that they're hiding. Moving forward, what do they want with you? And of course, the most probable outcome. So if you are interested, we're going to put a spotlight on your person's universe for the present. It's timeless reading. But of course, whenever you're watching this, and there you go, right? If you feel guided to watch this, if you feel guided to see the extended reading, as I said, in the extended reading, we're going to be using two different decks, and we are going to read on your person's behalf, because here I'll be looking at both energies, but over at the extended reading, I will be looking only at your person's energy, nowhere for them to hide. If you are interested, the link is in the description box below. It is the very first link underneath all of the yellow stars. So at the bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have the mother of all offers, right? Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So it seems here that perhaps there is that energy. It's kind of simmering. That's why it's at the bottom. Hasn't happened yet, right? Perhaps there is that idea that you and this person, without even realizing, and I do apologize if you hear noise outside. My neighbor is ordering skip for some rubbish. So I'm sorry if you hear some noise. I'll talk louder into the microphone. Now, this is obviously, perhaps we're mentally and emotionally entertaining the thought of a brand new idea or a brand new way of moving forward, a brand new chapter with this person. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, see, the thing is, we're not talking, right? We're not talking, and it doesn't matter how recent or how long ago this was. The thing is to have this brand new clean slate, which is about commitment, it's about engagement, it's about marriage, it's about having that, you know, that really solid marriage. We do need to talk. But the thing is, though, I say Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, that is the master of communication, right? The thing is, we're not talking because our emotions are all up in the air right now, right? Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy, but your person can be any star sign. This is when we're feeling emotionally overwhelmed, emotionally confused, or even emotionally spread out. It is a card of fantasy, daydreaming, illusions, you know, almost trying to emotionally project what life would look like with this person once more. So if you're a bit emotionally confused, it is normal. It is expected, right? But I feel here that it's almost like if I were to talk to this person, where would I begin? Because I'm already seeing here, look at this double Scorpio energy, the Tower and the Death card. For some of you, this may have been a very dramatic ending, right? Or even if it wasn't, it just felt like it hit you like a ton of bricks. So clearly we are not with this person. We're not talking to them. But I do feel that, let's just say, if you really wanted a new start, or if they wanted a new start, could be the both of you, right? We do need to talk. That is a very big thing here, obviously, right? And it's all about how do we reinvest in this? The Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy, is the investment card. It's about reinvesting, replanting the seed, re-nourishing this connection. How do we move forward? How do we think about the bigger picture here? And I really like the fact that your motives, everything that you want is very grounded. But when it comes to your emotions, I see you're like, yes, no, I'm not sure. I think that you will gain clarity if you have the opportunity perhaps to talk to this person. All right, so let's get into the main messages here. Let's see. I don't know why I'm hearing for some of you, your person had a misunderstanding. They misunderstood something about you. Interesting. This could be a really good opportunity to actually clear the air. All right, let's see. All right, first card is the Eight of Cups. So the question is, who walked away from who here? Was it you, Capricorn, because you had enough? Did you kind of emotionally distance yourself from this person, or was it them? Couldn't have been just the both of you, of course, but the Eight of Cups, Pisces energy, of course, is when we try to move forward. We want to find our ninth cup, right? What else is out there? I'm also wondering here, Capricorn, for those of you, for example, if your person was the one that left, I'm really hoping it's because they had other, I'm really hoping it wasn't, sorry. I'm really hoping it wasn't because they were exploring other options here as well. Interesting. Okay, we're clearly not together. What else do we have? Well, this is interesting. We do have the Page of Cups, my surprise card, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. A lot of cups here. The emotions are still there. That's the thing. I do believe here you are owed, not a superficial, not a small, you are owed a pretty big apology, but one that is heartfelt. One that is very deep, but one that also comes with a very deep and truthful explanation here. This is very interesting because this is my apology card. It's usually my let's start from the ground up. So it's like a budding romance once more here. You may get a message. It's nothing big, it's nothing extraordinary, but it's a start. Now, you don't have to take this person back. Maybe some of you do. I can see there are still emotions here, but either way, I do feel this person wants to say sorry for what they put you through. There could have been some commitment issues on your person's behalf. Maybe they were non-committal. They come in peace though. This is interesting. Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. That is, I love sixes because they're all about peace, balance, and harmony. But very interesting though, because this always tells me someone's intentions, their agenda here. So they're waving that white flag. The question is, Capricorn, are you ready though? Because even though I can see that they want to talk to you out of good intentions and all that, are you ready though? If you are not ready to talk to them, that's fair enough though. And that's it. You don't owe anyone an explanation, but I feel like they want to smooth things out, balance things out. Look at that. The King meets the Queen of Swords. This is a very big theme now, is that this is your ex, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. They can be any star sign, any gender, and any age. Remember, they do want to talk to you. Swords are pointing up. They're not always pointing up. So this time I can see here that both of you may have the big, grand opportunity here to actually speak the truth now. Especially your person wants to speak from the heart though. This is interesting. We do have 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy. It's my second favorite 10. It is the dream life manifested. Interesting, that 10 rolls over to the Ace of Pentacles. There is something here that your person would like to talk about. And I'm going to be very honest with you. It is about a relationship with you. Bonus message. Yeah, get ready. They are returning. Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. Even if you just start off as friends. I always say that because it's a friendship card. We start off as friends first, right? For some of you, there might be children involved. We have a past life connection, which is probably why you may be wondering, why on earth am I still thinking about this person? Why on earth am I watching this reading right now? Well, there we go. It's because we do have some ties to this person from past life, right? That's my reconciliation card. I can already see your person is very, let's say, super nostalgic over you. Remember, the Death card is also rebirth. It's about transformation, and the Death card is highly linked to your destiny and your person's destiny. This has actually become a very interesting reading because, you know, the way things were going, I thought, no, there's no way Capricorn is not going to talk to this person anymore. But we've got, if you actually really analyze this, we don't have super challenging cards here. I'm going to do two more. The extended is going to be very interesting because even though I'm looking at your energy and your person's energy, I always see the optional extended as like a bit of a surgery. We're going to go even deeper into your person's world. And it's going to explain obviously a lot more, but I feel there was something here about emotional commitment, being non-committal here. I feel like your person may have had other options, or maybe they were swayed into looking that the grass was green on the other side when they discovered it was a barren wasteland. I see that happen year after year. So they were tempted, perhaps. I'm surprised I haven't seen the Devil card yet, which is you, Capricorn energy. 3, 2, last one. All right, here we go. All right, bottom of the deck. What else do we have? Yeah, 3 of Cups. Look at that. 3 of Cups is Cancer energy. So a lot can happen within 3 months. A lot can happen. The butterfly right there, which is very tied to actually the Death card as well, right? We've got rebirth, transformation. So the 3 of Cups is a card of reunion. It is also the friendship card, just like the 6 of Cups. It's a very fun, sociable card, right? It's opening up lines of communication. It is reunion for some of you, not all of you, because we can't always say when we see a 3, third party. That's not always the case. But for some of you, I'm already picking up, there definitely could have been either a friend or a family member or a child old enough to understand what's going on. They definitely could have probably been that wedge between the both of you. Perhaps they were also, swaying your person to look at other options. Maybe they were just very intimidated or jealous of you. They definitely want to invite you to go out somewhere. Now we got the complete opposite of the Devil. Balance here is Temperance. It is Sagittarius energy, right? So it is all about compromise. It's all about self-control, moderation here of mind, body, and spirit. It's all about injecting peace, balance, and harmony back into this connection. Hand on the heart, I must say, this person, there's a lot of feelings here still with these cups. And now we've got the most romantic, the most emotional king, the King of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. It's like they are reapproaching, I should say, from a place of compassion, from understanding, and to even, I don't know how they're going to do this, but they want you to see them as emotionally mature, as more trustworthy. Double Aries energy. This is very interesting. We have the Fool and the 2 of Wands. I kind of feel both of you may actually go for it. Oh, this is interesting. Partnerships, being protected, and actually just like starting on a clean slate. Ooh, more Aries energy. We've got the Ace of Wands. It also covers, of course, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So we've got 2 aces. This is a very big opportunity here. That's like fanning the flames of passion and attractiveness still. We've also got the emotional side, of course. This is actually a really interesting reading because I kind of feel here that both of you went your separate ways. I feel like you were more hurt here by this person's lack of words, lack of actions, lack of initiative and all this. But the feelings are still there. Let's talk about that 8 of Cups. Oh boy, okay. You're going to be really happy, Capricorn. I say that every week, but the time is going to be different for all of you. Not drastically, but you got my number 1 favorite card, the Sun. Leo energy, the happiest card in the entire deck. I'm just going to say this right now. There's a very big element here that this relationship, the 2.0 version, is going to be a major success. The happiest card, the strongest card, the biggest card of illumination. So in other words, let's say if you walked away, you're pretty much going to shed a light on why you walked away, which leads to understanding. If they are the ones that walked away from you, they're going to shed light on that as well. So that's why I see lines of communication are going to open up once more. This is interesting. I don't care where the sun lands. The fact that it made an appearance, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Always remember that the Sun card is one of the most strongest cards in the entire deck. This is amazing. Wow, I love it. And if it's next to any challenging cards, which really, we're not really seeing super challenging cards at the moment, which is good, it will always soften the effect of it. Now, let's look at the Page of Cups. What's part of the message? 7 of Cups again. Yeah, it was about options, see? Which cup do I choose? Look at that. It's about choices. Your person could have been procrastinating, over analyzing. There was something here about commitment. And I do feel that they were swayed. It's almost like they were convinced not to commit themselves to you. There might have been, like I said, a friend, a child, or a family member that may have, I don't feel like they did it on purpose to hurt you, but it's almost like, why with Capricorn? You know, you've got the world at your feet. What about this person? What about that? Why don't you travel? And yeah, I kind of feel here that your person just started to get emotionally confused. Then they became very non-committal, but now it's like they realize, holy crap, there's no one else out there that I want. I just want Capricorn, which is why that apology is coming forward. Six of Pentacles, King, see? Ooh, King of Swords again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. See how the sword's pointing down? Yeah, that's why they want to pretty much smooth things out, balance things out, everything that they have not told you, everything they've withheld from you, even if they lied to you because they didn't want to hurt your feelings. Oh boy, this is going to be a very interesting few weeks coming up for you, because they really want to come and tell you the truth. They cannot wait to tell you the truth. I feel like what you know is like this much, but what they're going to tell you is this much. You might, and I don't know why, it might rub you the wrong way, but they might tell you that someone said on their end, why don't you explore your options, or we'll go back to your ex. That might rub you the wrong way, but that's the truth. You need to hear the truth from this person. Oh, this is interesting. Right now the sword's pointing up. What else are they going to tell you? Strength card, Leo energy, the card of unconditional love. So your person now is building up their courage, their perseverance, their self-confidence, their self-worth, their inner bravery to face you. They're coming in with compassion. They're hoping that you are going to be compassionate though. Obviously they cannot control how you react, but I do feel there's an element that you have been missing this person. And it's like, well, I think some of you would actually even love to be friends with this person and then have a natural organic progression into a romantic relationship. Now, this is, of course, like I said, the card of unconditional love. We have the number 8 there on the end. On the side, we see that one more time with the Magician. It's about the eternity symbol. It's a cycle that never ends with this person. The courage and the fortitude to move forward away from the past. The 10 of Pentacles, are you going to accept this? I think some of you will. The renewal here is Judgment, that is ruled by Scorpio energy. So it is a time of reflection, evaluation. It's also the card of rebirth. It's your person asking you for a second chance. It is reunion. It is obviously, like we say, the phoenix rising from the ashes here, because I can see here that both of you have changed for the better here. I want a bonus message for you. Really? The card of true love. If I put it too close, it gets blurry. Ace of Cups, the card of being in love, falling in love. This is the card of true love. Emotions are heightened here. It's about relationships. Your intuition is on point. Oh wow, that is actually one of the happiest cards in the deck. I call it the sister card of the sun. This is beautiful. There will be a chapter 2 here. There's going to be a conversation, and it's going to a series of conversations. They will be the first to reach out to you. They're just going back and forth. Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? I'm going to do it. Because we have the Masters of Communication here. The King of Swords has come out twice, but I feel like they will be speaking from the heart under the influence of the King of Cups. And then we have you, regardless of your gender, right? We have the Queen of Cups. So this conversation is going to open doors to a brand new chapter for the both of you. And what I like here is that both of you have strong feelings for each other. Both of you want to talk it out. We want to clear the cobwebs. What went wrong? Why we stopped talking to each other here? So I feel like this is going to be fantastic. If you need more clarity though, if you do need a bit more even convincing, or if you're curious like I am, do check out your optional extended reading. Because now that I've looked at your energy and your person's energy, I want to look exclusively, like I say, put a spotlight only on your person's world, their current story, their true thoughts, their true feelings, what's happening behind the scenes in their world that you don't know about. It could be anything that's going to be revealed. Moving forward / outcome, what do they want? Could also show what they're afraid to have, such as your rejection. So we're going to really look into the world. We're going to look over the fence and let's put a spotlight. I always say, like the sun really puts a spotlight. So we're going to put a spotlight on your person. Let's see anything else at all that you should be aware of about your person right now. I'm going to get straight to the point. Remember, the link is in the description box below. It is the first link underneath all of the yellow stars. I'll see you on the other side, Capricorn. But if this is where we depart, of course, we will see you this Saturday, 12 p.m. for your bonus weekend mini love tarot reading. I thank you for your time. Power to you. Let's do the extended. Let's find out more about your person. Bye, Capricorn.